Hello friends, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we're going to compare two budget smartphones, the Lenovo P1m with the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime. So these two phones have a lot of similarities in terms of the specs, but they're priced almost similar. The Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime is priced 6,999 in India, while the Lenovo P1m is priced 7,999. So the Lenovo P1m has a slightly bigger display at 5-inch, while the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime has 4.7-inch HD display. Both are powered by a quad-core chipset. The Lenovo P1m is powered by MediaTek quad-core chipset, while the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime comes with a Snapdragon 410 quad-core chipset. Both these devices have 2GB RAM and offer 16GB internal storage. So let's get started with the comparison of these two smartphones and see which is better value for money. So in the detailed comparison, let's first have a look at the design and build quality. So design wise, as I said before, the Lenovo P1m is a fairly decent looking device. It's not the best looking with the plastic finishing, and you can see the chrome finishing all around. It isn't really that great in terms of design. It's a utilitarian design, although, and the build quality looks pretty good, although it's pretty compact as well. It's a 5-inch device. So all in all, this device is a fairly decent looking device in this price point and does have decent build quality also. Now talking about the design and build quality of the Redmi 2 Prime, this is a sleek and pretty stylish and elegant phone. This is pretty compact, and you can see design is slightly better than what we saw on the Lenovo P1m. We have the chrome finishing, and overall build quality also looks slightly better than the Lenovo P1m. Having said that, the P1m also offers pretty good overall quality in terms of the design and build, but the compact factor and as well as the weight factor also goes for the Redmi 2 Prime. So all in all, we would say the design and build quality, the Redmi 2 Prime is slightly better than the Lenovo P1m. Now talking about the display. Now both these devices have HD display. That's a 1280 by 720p display. Now talking about the display size, the Lenovo P1m has a 5-inch display, while the Redmi 2 Prime has a 4.7-inch display. Now the display on the Lenovo P1m is pretty good. You can see it's pretty colorful. The touch response is pretty good as well. The viewing angles are also pretty good, but it's a fingerprint magnet. The display is a fingerprint magnet, and moreover there is no protection offered on the display. There is no Corning Gorilla Glass or any other protection offered. So that's one big issue. You have to use the screen protector, otherwise the screen is prone to scratches. But overall the display quality is pretty good. It's much better and improved than the Lenovo's A6000 and A7000. Now talking about the display quality on the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime, it's a really good display at this price point. It's a smaller display and the pixel density is much more than the Lenovo's P1m, and the display touch response is also slightly better. Now this display also has the Dragon Trail protection, which prevents from scratches, so there is some additional protection offered on the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime when compared to Lenovo's P1m with a bigger display. So in the display aspect, again the winner is the Redmi 2 Prime, although the Lenovo's display is in far behind, but it falls short in the protection aspect. So that was the display aspect. Now let's move on to the software and performance. So here there's a big difference in terms of the software being offered on these two devices. While the Lenovo's P1m offers the latest Android 5.1 with a custom Vibe UI. So you can see this is the custom Vibe UI, and it offers additional features. We have multiple home screens, and you can also see the settings menu. It's again a custom panel. Some features are also included. We have default theming support, and a few other features are also included. There are some tools from Lenovo. So overall it's a fairly decent UI in terms of the options being offered, and it does have the latest Android 5.1, although the Android 6.0 is the latest. So technically in the budget department, it's still Android 5.1 Lollipop, which is the latest being offered. Now talking about the software and UI of Xiaomi's Redmi 2 Prime, this comes with Android 4.4 KitKat. It's an outdated UI, and it's a software which was released almost a year back. Now this is a pretty outdated software, and this has this MIUI. You can upgrade to MIUI 7. Now MIUI is a UI which is pretty much feature rich. We have additional options, lot of things are included, small options like child mode, light mode, and additional settings are included, so you can customize a lot of things on this device. You also have theme support. We can download themes and install themes on this device. So in terms of the software of options, we can say the MIUI offers much more features and options when compared to Lenovo's Vibe UI. While the OS is outdated on the Redmi 2 Prime, the UI offers much more options and features when compared to the Lenovo's Vibe P1m. So that's the software aspect. So we would still, if you're looking for the latest software, then probably the Lenovo's Vibe P1m is the better choice, because Redmi 2 Prime probably will not be getting the Lollipop update. It's just the MIUI 7 which the update it will be getting. So if you're looking for latest software, obviously Vibe P1m is better. If you're looking for more features in the UI, then the MIUI 7 with a lot of additional options is the better choice. Now talking about the performance, both are quad-core chipset. One is a MediaTek quad-core chipset, while the other is a Snapdragon chipset. Now both have 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of internal storage. Now both have 4G LTE support and almost similar in terms of the performance. Both these devices offer great performance in the budget category. Gaming experience is also pretty decent on both these devices without much heating. It does provide decent gaming experience as well. Now talking about the internal storage, both are expandable. Both comes with support for micro SD card, but here there is one important aspect. The Vibe P1m offers installing apps directly onto the SD card, while that is not possible on the Redmi 2 Prime. So Redmi 2 Prime, you can install apps only on the default storage, that is around 11 to 12 gigabyte is available out of the 16 gigabyte, while on the Vibe P1m you can install apps directly onto the SD card by selecting the default storage as the SD card. So that was the differences in the software and performance. So overall, it's we can't really choose a winner here. In terms of the software, we would say Vibe P1m has latest software, but in the UI we would say the Redmi 2 Prime with MIUI is slightly better than the Vibe P1m. But in terms of the performance, both are almost similar, but Lenovo's Vibe P1m offers installing apps directly onto the SD card. So that was the software and performance. Now let's move on to the camera. So both these devices have 8 megapixel rear camera, LED flash, and front facing camera. The front facing camera on the Vibe P1m is a 5 megapixel shooter, while the one on Redmi 2 Prime is a 2 megapixel shooter. Now the interface wise, we would say the Xiaomi's Redmi 2 Prime has a slightly better UI. It has manual controls, and you also have some additional options, while a fairly decent amount of options are being offered on the Vibe P1m as well. So in terms of the UI, we would say the Redmi 2 Prime is the better here, and it also has a full HD video recording, while it's just 720p or HD recording on the Vibe P1m. So in terms of the camera UI, we would say the MIUI 7 on Redmi 2 Prime is better than the Lenovo's Vibe UI. Now in terms of the camera performance, again this is a tough choice. Both are 8 megapixel shooters and both are pretty good clarity, so we can decide based on the samples we have shared here. It's a tough choice for us to decide which is a better camera. Both have pretty good performance all around. Now talking about the front facing camera, it's a Vibe P1m which performs better than the Xiaomi's 2 megapixel camera. Now video recording, again as I said before, the Redmi 2 Prime offers 1080p and it's pretty good sample, while the Lenovo's Vibe P1m offers just 720p sample, and it's not really that great. So again, camera, it's a mixed performance. It's a tough choice, but we would say you can choose based on the samples which we have shared. So that's the camera performance. Now let's move on to the battery department. So this is one area where the Lenovo Vibe P1m has great performance. The Vibe P1m offers 4000 mAh battery. That's a non-removable battery included on this device, and it performs really well. You can get 1.5 day easily with the 4000 mAh battery, and if you're a moderate user, you can even get at least 2 days of usage with this battery. Now talking about the battery on the Redmi 2 Prime, it's a 2200 mAh battery, and it's a decent battery capacity, and you can get 1 day of usage if you are a moderate user. So battery performance, the clear winner is the Lenovo Vibe P1m with 4000 mAh battery. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. So which is a better device here? The Lenovo Y P1m is priced 7,999 while the Xiaomi Redmi 2 Prime is priced 6,999. So there is a difference of 1k between these two devices. Now it's a tough choice to decide based on the specs and features being offered on these two devices. So we'll share what we felt about these two devices. The Lenovo Y P1m has latest software, good performing camera, decent design and display, great battery performance, and also great software and overall performance. Now with Redmi 2 Prime, it has better design and display, which is having a protection on the display. The camera is also pretty good, comparable with the Lenovo's Y P1m, but it falls short on the battery performance when compared to the Lenovo's Y P1m. So based on your priorities, you can decide which device you need to buy here. If it is really battery capacity you're looking for, you know the choice, that's the Lenovo Y P1m. If it is better design and stylish phone, probably we would say the Redmi 2 Prime is slightly better in terms of the design and build quality than the Lenovo's Y P1m. The Y P1m also offers additional rear cover, which is included in the box, along with a screen protector, which is not included on the Redmi 2 Prime. So that was the detailed comparison of these two phones. So hope you like this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.